Hey guys, it's Elena. Today we're going to be making an art journal page in Procreate. I'm coming at this one with absolutely no plan at all other than that I want to play with my new pattern decay brushes in an art journaling context. I'm also going to be working with my free Procreate journal template, and all of the relevant links are in the description. Let's go ahead and get started. So I wanted to make a art journal page in Procreate today and take you along with me, and I'm going to be using my new pattern decay brush set. This brush set is perfect for art journaling, so I wanted to test it out, and I don't really have a plan. I'm just going to play around with the brushes and take you along with me. You can make whatever you like. If you have the brushes, or if you have any other brushes you want to test out for art journaling, then just come along for the ride. So this is the brush set I will be using. It's called Pattern Decay. The color palette that I want to use is called Rust and Patina, and this is something that comes with the Pattern Decay brush set. And this is the journal template that I will be using. This is something that I offer for free, and you can sign up for that in the link in the description. And just to show you how I've set mine up, the paper textures I'm using are handmade paper and crumpled paper. Both of those set to multiply at max opacity. And the binding that I'm using is the deep shadow, multiply at 50%. Creased texture, linear burn, full opacity, and the spiral binding that is normal and it's at full percent as well. So with that said, I'm just going to go ahead and start experimenting with the pattern decay brushes in this template. So I'm just going to see what I can make with only these brushes as an art journal page. So I thought maybe, because in this color palette we have a couple of really nice neutrals, so I thought maybe I could choose some of these neutrals and like build up a texture in the background before I put some main event type markings down. So I thought I would choose this really light grayish green to start with, and then maybe some of the brushes from the letterpress section. So we've got some script brushes, we've got a lot of fun sort of background stuff. I thought maybe we could go with one of these newspaper brushes. This one's just called the Journal, and it's just kind of a standard newspapery brush. It's not super legible, and it just kind of comes out barely visible as like this like classic newsprint kind of look. So I was just going to add this here, maybe there, and maybe a little bit here, just as kind of part of the background. I'm obviously going to lay more stuff on top of this. Maybe a little bit of the manuscript brush. So we could just switch to a different color for this one, maybe the pinkish neutral. So we have like the greenish neutral here. Not that it's really visible at all, but it just has a slight green tint to it. And this one's got a slight pink tint to it. Oh, yes. I'm not really even changing the size. I could have made that bigger maybe, but I feel like it goes pretty well with the size we've got here. And let's experiment with layering it like 100% on top of that. Let's do the same thing here. Those were both in the same layer, and it was the draw here layer for the template, and that's completely fine. I think I'm just going to add layers as I go, and I'm not really going to name them or be that organized, but I'm just going to try to keep things in separate layers as much as possible, just in case I want to go back and edit things. This one's called Handwritten Ledger, maybe in the grayish green, but it's darker. Kind of picturing that going off of this corner. So this one is like, you know, like a list of like numbers and names of people that owe money or something. I don't know. That's really interesting how that's just lining up with the newspaper there. I'm going to leave that like it is. And onward we go. So I think we could switch to more of a like book text kind of brush and keep on adding background texture with this. So one of the Encyclopedia Britannica ones might be great. Let's just go with the scientific one. Maybe we could go with the grayish blue. Just having a look at some of the blank areas. And it's okay if things mix. So I think that background works out pretty well. And now I can add some more prominent elements. So adding a new layer, I'm still in this grayish blue, but I thought maybe from the curiosities section, we could experiment with adding a little bit from this So I thought maybe the moon phases might be interesting. So maybe just like up here at the top, and I'm just using light pressure to kind of get the interesting different phases coming through. And I haven't lifted up my pen, but I just kind of wanted this to be like along the top here. And there's of course more. It's like it's a whole pattern, but I just did one line of it there, making a new layer. Maybe this world atlas, maybe here. The circles are kind of echoing each other. Love that. So this is kind of going in sort of mystical direction. So I thought maybe the brush that's actually called Mystic here, there's all kinds of weird stuff in it. Makes me think of Edgar Allan Poe a little bit, because we've just got like this hand, we've got the crow, of course. We've just got some like scientific stuff. And actually I didn't want that to be in this color. So let's just pick more of a green color, and maybe let's just make this a bit bigger as well. So starting somewhere over here, we've got the hand, we've got the crow, we've got the circle kind of going off the end, and then we've got this eye, and then just like a hint of the circle over here. So at this point we've got some soft muted colors. We've got our sort of main elements over here, and this is a less prominent page. I thought we could get down to business and choose a darker color now. So maybe this grayish blue here, it's almost black. And then choosing the brushes, I thought maybe we could go with coral, because this has got some really funky kind of elements to it. So I wanted to see what we could do with that. And let's just go ahead and make a new layer. And let's start right about here, because we've got this really interesting like coral element right here, which I think is very cool. And we've got some other elements like in this brush, but I think I want to be a little bit sparing with this. So I might just leave it at this and then maybe erase around it. So I'm just switching to my eraser, and I've got basic cement brush here, and I'm just gonna maybe erase some of this. So we've only got this little piece of coral here. So these are pattern brushes, but you can use the individual elements as stamps if you want to just like erase anything you don't want. And that's why it's important to keep things all in their own layer so that you can erase bits and pieces here and there. So moving on, I just want to keep this color the same and add a few more sort of sciencey elements. So still in the curiosities section, we've got the geology brush, and this has some interesting rocks and mineral type specimens in it, illustrations, which I think are a very nice complement to this art journal page. So I'm just adding that in here, and I might make it smaller and echo that same brush over here. Adding a new layer. So I'm going to go with moths actually. There's butterflies and there's moths. I'm going to go with moths and make that pretty small. And then put that in here. And I'm varying my pressure so that we get some just bare halos of the pattern in here. And I feel like that's kind of rounding out more of this gray. So I'm just letting this be really faint. So this is looking a lot like a natural history kind of journal, which is fun. So I thought to finish off this nature journal vibe that we've got going on here, we could go with one of the more prominent brownish colors here. So maybe this one. And back to the letterpress section, there's a brush called Messy Script, and this one really reminds me of like a really messy journal that you might take out like as a naturalist, you know, like out in the 1800s observing plants and animals. So I just thought that would be kind of a fun vibe to put in here. So I'm gonna have the size be something around like 38-ish. And this is gonna be very much on top of everything else, but I thought it would go pretty well. So this is kind of like a messy journal page. So this is going to be like the main writing mark, but I thought maybe I could go off the edge like here, and I'm using a bit more pressure and just kind of like let that come down in that corner, and then maybe do the same thing here. And maybe here as well. So that's about it. I started out with no plan whatsoever, and somehow this sort of turned into a natural history themed journal page, which I'm not hating. So if you followed along with me, I would love to see what you came up with. Thank you so much for following along, and I hope to see you next time.